Where is he? He's in the bus. I got one. One more. One more.
There's another one in there.
Yeah, there's another one in the bus. He's right on me. He knocked me.
Now find a place.
He's right here. He's right here. He's taking the helicopter. Oh my god. You got him, guys. What'd you do? What'd you do? How'd he die? He just crashed or something?
I think he crashed the helicopter.
Oh my god. I thought he was gonna run us all over. Oh, this guy's right here! This guy's right here! This guy's right here!
One shot! One shot!
Where is he? Oh, I bought him. Welcome to the Roundup, episode 21, where we corral the freshest news stories and bring it to you live every Thursday at 5 p.m. from downtown Canada. This week we have Battlefield 6 reveal date announced, God of War 2 and Gran Turismo 7 coming to PS4, E3 21 schedule announced, and much more. Thank you for the click, and I stream every Tuesday to Thursday at 5 p.m. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Cole_Drake41 and enjoy the video. So we got 5 news stories. This is the first news story from GamesIndustry.biz, which is a pretty famous website for video game stuff. So TenCent is shutting down Call of Duty Online in China. Players are urged to move to Call of Duty Mobile. So Call of Duty Online is a free-to-play installment of the popular franchise, which is being closed down later this year. The move was announced via the game's official website and spotted by Nico partners Daniel Ahmad. Daniel Ahmad, that's not a really famous journalist. In the post, the title's operations team confirmed that registration will close today and the game's servers will be shut down completely on August 31st, 2021. Citing the announcement, Ahmad said that declining revenues and lack of renewal from Activision are responsible for the game's closure. The PC title Call of Duty Online launched exclusively in China in 2015 and operated by TenCent. Players are also being encouraged to move to Call of Duty Mobile following the shutdown. So yeah, Call of Duty Online was like specifically for China only, and it had literally like all the best maps into one game. Like it was just a straight up Call of Duty multiplayer, but with Black Ops maps, Modern Warfare maps, all the maps from all over the world, all the games, all the best ones in one spot. And yeah, for the longest time, Tencent was doing it. The PC title launched. Yeah, it's okay. The Call of Duty franchise has driven strong financial quarter for Activision. Call of Duty Mobile's debut in China last December brought tens of millions of new players to the franchise. So obviously they're trying to make Call of Duty Mobile a little bit more of a bigger deal. I tried it out, but Call of Duty Online, I saw videos about it, and it was actually pretty cool that you could play. It was like it wasn't like a mobile game. It was an actual PC game where you play mouse and keyboard or even controller in China. But unfortunately, it never came to the West. It never came to North America or Europe or any of those countries. But let's jump to the next news story. So, new Battlefield reveal coming June 9th. I am so fucking excited, dude. I have been looking forward to a new Battlefield for so long. It's been how many years? 2018. So it's been like 3 years. 3 or 4 years since there's been a Battlefield. I was a huge fan of Battlefield 1. Battlefield 5 I liked, but it wasn't as good as Battlefield 1. It had a lot of issues, especially on PC. My game would crash all the time. Sometimes my game would load in, but there would be no audio, and I would have to play the game without the audio, and then I have to back out. There were so many issues with Battlefield 5, but when I did play it, it was a lot of fun. So Electronic Arts and developer DICE will reveal the next game in the Battlefield franchise on June 9th. The publisher announced Tuesday this year's Battlefield will be unveiled on Wednesday at the conclusion of a countdown that starts at 10 a.m. Eastern and 7 a.m. Pacific time. Exactly when the game will be revealed is unclear. The EA has revealed a little about the direction of this year's Battlefield entry, colloquially referred to as Battlefield 6, but it may just bear the name Battlefield. Oh, they might just do a reboot, or might just get rid of all the... That makes sense. I think you get to a 6, man, that's too much, honestly. General manager of DICE has called the sequel a bold step for the franchise. In April, DICE teased... Well, they had 3 to 4 years to work on it, so hopefully it's a pretty big jump. DICE teased an imminent reveal of the game. Gabrielson said that the franchise's biggest team ever, DICE Studio in Gothenburg and LA, are joined by Criterion Games this time. Oh, Criterion's working on it too. This time, we will deliver a jaw-dropping experience. I can only imagine what's going to look like on a Series X and the PS5. I think this is going to be like the showstopper game of E3. Like, in terms of just graphics, in terms of graphics general, because DICE just knows how to make a beautiful game. And obviously the PC, there's the new RTX 3090s, 3080s. This game's going to look absolutely amazing. So I'm excited to see that. Okay. We're in the daily playtesting mode right now, polishing, balancing, and making the best possible Battlefield that we can. Gabrielson said, I can tell you it is a bold step. It is everything we love about Battlefield, and it takes all of it to the next level. Epic scale, all-out military warfare. Crazy unexpected moments, game-changing destruction, massive battles, packed with more players and mayhem than ever before. All brought to life the power of the next-gen consoles and PCs. So again, man, I think this is gonna be one of the most beautiful games that'll be out this year, 100%. Since then, the new Battlefield has been subject of a variety of leaks, including screenshots and low-quality videos of the internal presentation trailer created for the game. Those leaks point to a modern-day setting for Battlefield, something players haven't seen since Battlefield 4. Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be good to have like a modern-day game to compete with Call of Duty and Warzone and stuff like that. And I still think there's going to be a Battlefield Battle Royale for sure. That's going to try to compete. A free-to-play, not connected to Battlefield 6. It'll probably use the same engine as Battlefield 6. But I think there's going to be a free-to-play Battle Royale. So Call of Duty gets some sort of competition, and also obviously competition just in general, man. We need something else to play. As much as I love Call of Duty, man, it's just it's getting a little old. All right, this is a bit of a different story. This is it's a top 15 list. It's the 15 fastest growing video game companies. Let's just go through. I'm just gonna skip this part. I'm gonna go to the list itself. So number 15. Sega, which is surprising. One of the pioneers of the gaming industry and is a household name. The company was established almost 60 years ago. Their headquarters in Tokyo, Japan, and international branches for Europe and America. Okay, it doesn't really tell you why they're getting big. Maybe I'm not too sure about that. Konami Holdings Corporation. Konami, that's very surprising. They have the problem with Konami is they have a lot of series, a lot of like IPs. Like intellectual properties, but they're not like using them that often. Like Castlevania, they should be coming out with a Castlevania game every 2 to 3 years, or they should be coming out with a Metal Gear Solid game every 2 to 3 years. They're just sitting on all these great IPs. Silent Hill, Pro Evolution Soccer is the only series there's a yearly installment coming out, and the only one that's actually being used. Ubisoft Entertainment, top 13. Ubisoft SA was established in '86. Changed its name to Ubisoft in 2003. The French video game company is headquartered in Paris, France. So this is one of the biggest publishers out there. Obviously, I think Far Cry 6 is coming out this year. Obviously, there's probably gonna be a new Assassin's Creed that hasn't been announced yet. I'm surprised there hasn't been a new Assassin's Creed announced yet. Usually, there's one announced around this time. Maybe they're skipping this year. I have to look into it because I haven't heard any news about a new Assassin's Creed. That's very surprising to me. So Far Cry's coming this year. They have Rainbow Six Quarantine. I don't know if they've announced that for this year. We haven't even seen any gameplay for that game. So, and then Splinter Cell, which is like a pipe dream of mine. I hope one day we get a Splinter Cell, but I hope every year I watch the Ubisoft conference. Come on, Splinter Cell, please, Splinter Cell. I need a Splinter Cell game. Come on, man. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, so next one, Netmarble. I've never heard of this one. Oh, it's a South Korean company. They specialize in mobile game. I don't give a shit. Nexon. Never heard of you before. Another South Korean company that specializes in online games. Okay, cool. Good for you. All right. So Square Enix was started in 1975 as a game publishing company working with different studios, and Square was founded in 1983 as a computer game software division of the construction company. That's fucking weird. There's a construction company that started a video game software division. That seems such a weird connection. Like, what the hell? Here, wait, let me see if I read this right. Square was founded in 1983 as a computer game software division of a construction company. Okay, the merger in 2003 led to the formation of Square Enix, which is primarily known for its role-playing games called RPGs in short. Yeah, I know that, obviously. Such as Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, and Kingdom Hearts. There is a rumor that the next Final Fantasy will be exclusive to the PlayStation platforms. So right now, 7 is not even... I think 7 was supposed to be a time exclusive for the PlayStation platforms, but it's still not out for the Xbox platforms or PC. I'm not too sure if it's on PC yet, but it might be. Namco. Okay, so Bandai Namco. Okay, Bandai Namco Entertainment is another Japanese multinational video game developer and publisher, and its headquarters is Tokyo. Its American, European, international offices are situated in Santa Clara. Yeah, they usually have like anime properties and stuff like that they use, like Gundam. They have a few properties that are pretty good that help them out. All right, Take-Two. Take-Two's interactive software, obviously, NASDAQ, was founded in 1993 by Ryan Brandt. It is the holding company and owns the publishing studios for Rockstar Games at 2K. Take-Two Interactive will release some of the most successful and critically acclaimed games of all time. So obviously they own GTA. GTA, like, I wonder how much money they make off GTA every year. Like, just to think about it, like the guys who are buying the shark cards, the guys who are rebuying the game for PS5, we're going to buy it for PS5 and Series X and all that. So I think this company could just run on GTA itself. And then you got NBA 2K, which every year they make a killing because they're the only NBA branded game on there. Because NBA Live unfortunately had some issues in the 2010s that kind of they fucked up many times, and now they went back to the drawing board and trying to compete. But the unfortunate thing is that NBA 2K is taking advantage of people's, having the monopoly on basketball games, and obviously with the microtransactions, there's a lot of issues with that. So, but they make a lot of money. Take-Two has a lot of other properties as well. BioShock is under Take-Two. I would love for another BioShock. The guy, what was his name? I forget his name. The guy, Irrational Games, the company that was behind BioShock, isn't really around anymore. And the guy, what was his name? Ken Levine, yeah, that's his name. The guy who was like the head of BioShock probably will not be on. Probably will not be helping with the next BioShock. But I think BioShock has such a cool universe that any like talented video game developing company could probably make a good sequel or maybe a reboot to the franchise. I have a video planned in the next couple of weeks about specific franchises that should come back, and BioShock will definitely be one of them. Electronic Arts, obviously one of the biggest publishers of all time, still growing. Electronic Arts ranks 7th in the list of the fastest growing video game companies. The stock recently fell even after the company's posted strong Q1 numbers, in which bookings jumped 18% to 1.4 billion. The company said its FIFA 21 has more than 25 million players. That's fucking ridiculous, man. Actually, honestly, I love FIFA. Man, they don't really change much that every year, man. It's just the one annoying thing. While The Sims 4 has about 36 million players, Apex Legends has about 100 million, which is a pretty decent amount. So obviously Battlefield 6 is coming out this year, so there'll be a big jump for them this year. Obviously FIFA 22 is probably coming out. And then, I'm not too sure what other games are coming out. Mass Effect Legendary Edition just came out recently, so they probably made a bit of money off that as well. But they're still growing, even though they're already at this big-ass behemoth with Madden and... sorry, one second. This big-ass behemoth with Madden and FIFA. And I just hope they just expand more into bigger games. Because they're trying to do smaller games. They have that game No Way Out, which is the guys who made Brothers, specifically for EA. So they're making smaller games, but I want them to make big games like Jedi Fallen Order, stuff like that, a little bit more. Okay, so Activision is number 6. Activision Blizzard Ranked 6th in the list of fastest growing video game companies, the stock recently received a outperform rating of the BNP capital markets, just like Electronic Arts, Take-Two Software, and Sony Group Corporation, Microsoft Corporation, and Apple. So obviously, they made, I think Call of Duty made the most money it's ever made in a quarter. Well, like it was like 2 quarters ago. It's because of all the microtransactions for Warzone. Warzone is making them a lot of money, and it's going to continue until there's another battle royale that can compete with it. And obviously, I think Crash Bandicoot came out in the same quarter too, so they probably made some money off that as well. So they're going pretty fast. So now we're at the we're at number 5. We're at NetEasy. This is a fast growing core. I've never heard of this. Duelist Hong Kong Exchange. I've never heard of this company. Xbox Game Studios. Okay. Owned by Microsoft, Xbox Game Studios makes games for Xbox platform, Windows Mobile, and other mobile platforms. So obviously they're making a lot of money off Game Pass, and they've also been buying up a lot of studios. So I think they're gonna go further and further up. Number 3, Nintendo. Obviously, Nintendo makes a crap ton of money as well. Japan, Nintendo was founded in 1989. 8. I read that wrong. I said 1989, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. The NES came out in 1985. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so it says 1889. It's got to be one of the oldest companies in the world. They used to make cards, card games. That's why they're really old. Ranks amongst the top game companies in the world. Some of the famous companies include Mario, Legends, Zelda, Pokemon Go, and Minecraft. So obviously the Switch is very, very popular and is still selling crazy to this day. And rumor has it that the Switch 4K is in development and should be coming out in the next year or two. So there'll be a new console. Tencent, obviously Tencent is massive. They own, I think, like 10% of Epic, and they own a lot of free-to-play games. And Tencent has money in everything. Tencent has money in different companies, like different entertainment companies. Like, actually, I don't know exactly. Let me just Google. What does Tencent own? There you go. Tencent, I think, even owns a bit of Sony. Okay, let's look at this. Every game company that Tencent has invested in. So they invested in Riot Games, so the League of Legends people. They own. Oh, I said 30% of Epic Games. They actually own 40% of Epic Games. Tencent's $330 million investment in Epic Games back in June 2012 triggered one of the most dramatic shifts in PC gaming. Jesus Christ. Bluehole. Oh, they own 11% of the PUBG dudes. 5% of Ubisoft. Activision 5%. So they own just pies of a bunch of companies. So Path of Exile 80%. Other investments: Supercell, Platinum Games. They own Jaeger. Paradox Interactive is the guys who make the Cities Skyline games. Discord, they own. Okay, they own a bit of Discord too. And yeah, they own a lot of stuff, man. They're just trying to. I thought they also own some movie studios as well, or they put some money into movie studios. And they own quite a bit of money, bro. That's all I know. Okay, number 1's got to be Sony. Yeah, Sony Corp. Sony tops the list faster growing companies in the world. The company recently said it sold 7.8 million units of the PS5, while the PS5 Plus subscriber stands at 46. Oh, that's a lot of people. 47.6 million people. 14.7% increase on the year. So obviously Sony PS5 has been very profitable for them, and they've been making a lot of money through there. And the PS4 itself is at, I think, 116 million units sold. So it is the second highest selling console, second highest selling PlayStation console of all time. The PS2 is obviously number 1. So, but yeah, they're killing it. I don't think Xbox has actually released their Series X and Series S numbers yet. I know they're doing really well too, but I don't know if they're at 7.8 million just yet. But this year, this generation is definitely going to be a lot more competitive for sure. So here's another news story: God of War sequel and Gran Turismo 7 coming to PS4 as well as PS5. So I don't know how I feel about this honestly. Gran Turismo 7 and God of War game won't be exclusive to the PS5. This will also be released on PS4 according to the interview by Herman Hulse, head of PlayStation Studios. In the interview, which was conducted for official PlayStation podcast, Hulse shared details on what's to come from PlayStation, along with some of his thoughts on the PS5, PS4 development. Sony published excerpts from the chat in the PlayStation blog post. Obviously, Xbox is doing the same thing. Halo Infinite's coming to Xbox One as well. And I'm assuming Forza Horizon Mexico, which is the game they haven't announced yet, that's most likely coming to Xbox One as well. And if Starfield comes out this year, I think that might be an Xbox One title as well, because that game has been in development for a very long time, since 2015. So that's most likely. But I hope. But like God of War is like a 2022 title, you know? I was hoping by 2022 we would have specifically PS5 exclusive games. Because, like, again, if you have to make a game for the PS4, which is almost, what is it? Almost 10 years old now. It's like 8 years old now. The PS4 is, it was 2013. Jesus Christ, I feel old. 2011, 8 years ago. Jesus Christ. Alright, so it's almost 8 years old. So yeah, it's I'm just thinking about my mortality right now. So it's pretty old, and obviously they have to build for the base PS4, which is 8 years old, and was it the PS4 Pro came out in 2016, so it's a little bit more powerful, but still you have to build for that. But what can you do, honestly, because they gotta make some money on these, because they have so many PS4 consoles. Herman Hulse said the PS4 is 7 years old, very much focused on future development at Sony. At that, the company can't and won't walk away from 110 million PS4 owners. That's a lot. I think it'd be bad news for fans of PS4, frankly. Not very good business, he said. For comparison, Sony's had shipped 7.8 million PS5 consoles. Horizon Forbidden West is also going to be so you said right there. You name Horizon Forbidden West as also a cross-generation title. Gran Turismo 7, if it's a PS4 title, that means it's coming out soon. So they're already assuming. Where it makes sense to develop a title for PS4, PS5, for Horizon Forbidden West, the next God of War GT7 will continue looking at that, said Hulse, and the PS4 owners want to play that game, then they can. If they want to go and play the PS5 version, the game will be there for them. The PS4 now comes as a surprise, particularly for Gran Turismo 7, which Sony marketed as PS5 exclusive title. In the sizzle reel, they did, yeah, the game published in December as an investor presentation. Sorry. The company listed the next God of War title will be a lineup of coming PS5 games, and then they also obviously pushed. They also pushed Gran Turismo 7 back, and also God of War. So, yeah, I guess if you have PS4, you can play them. I definitely want to get a PS5 eventually, but obviously it's very hard to get. My buddy, it took him a while to get one, so I'm gonna wait until it gets a little bit easier. There's still games I really don't want to. I'm not interested in playing, so I'm gonna wait. So next news story: E3 2021 schedule announced. Obviously, E3 isn't. It's reimagined as an all virtual event. This year's Electronic Arts Expo runs from June 12th to June 15th. The appearances from Nintendo, Xbox, Capcom, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Take-Two Interactive. Take-Two Interactive is doing a video. Oh, interesting. Warner Brothers Games, Sega, Bandai Namco, and more. While the show won't be physical presence, the upside is anyone and everyone can attend E3 by watching the press conferences, digital showcases, and other live streams that will take place in June and beyond. The Entertainment Software Association, the trade group that runs E3, was built a web portal app for E3 that anyone can use to watch everything unfold. Here's the guide to E3. Okay, so June 12th we have pre-broadcast show 1 p.m. Eastern time. Ubisoft and Gearbox will hold press conferences that day. So the Ubisoft Forward will showcase a variety of upcoming Ubisoft titles set for June 12th, 3 p.m. Eastern. So I will definitely be streaming that. So Saturday, catch me. My eyes getting itchy. I'm not crying, I swear. June 12th Eastern, so I will definitely be streaming that for sure. I will most likely not stream the Gearbox event. I'll definitely do the Ubisoft one. And then Sunday, WB is doing a Sunday, June 13th, will be Xbox. Microsoft will hold showcase June 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern. So definitely, I will stream that as well. The Xbox Bethesda showcase will be streamed on Xbox, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. So I'll be streaming that, obviously, mostly. And then Square Enix, I will not be streaming that. Capcom and Take-Two Interactive will have a showcase. Details forthcoming. Take-Two might be good. Take-Two might announce something cool, because they don't do shows very often, so I might stream the Take-Two one as well. Nintendo, I will not be streaming that. And EA, I will be streaming that for sure, because Battlefield 6 will probably be. There will be a trailer that'll be. This is what's gonna happen. On June 9th, they're going to announce a trailer and then show a bit of. They won't show gameplay, but they'll show a trailer. And then on July 22nd, EA will. Oh, July 22nd. That's a very late. It's a very late show. Yeah, it's well after E3 concludes. So yeah, most likely I will be streaming the EA Play Live on July 22nd. That is for sure. But yeah, that was the roundup. Look forward to the Ubisoft. The Ubisoft stream on Saturday and the Xbox and Bethesda showcase stream on Sunday. Those two are a lock in. I will definitely do those. Let me see. So that will be next weekend. So make sure to see. I'll have regular streams from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Saturday and Sunday you'll have bonus streams with the Microsoft and Ubisoft press conferences. Thank you again for the click. If you want to watch the roundup live, I do it every Thursday at 5 p.m. for all the freshest news stories, and obviously I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can follow me on Twitter at Cole_Drake41. Also on Instagram, the exact same name. And you guys have an amazing day.